It's Thursday, the 6th of June, 2024. Welcome, business partners, and we'll be looking at how markets performed. So I will start by just going to the home page, which is at the bottom left. I just want to see how performance has been. Currently, you can see on top here that we are looking at the market from Binance Exchange. There you can see Binance Exchange. So we'll be looking at how positions have been, but let's first look at the pairs, how the pairs have performed today. And sometimes even without reading the notifications, after maybe a week or so, I like to come here these days and check from the coin management page. And then when I'm here, I will simply click on the spot here. So I will click on the spot. And then the reason why is because I just want to see if there be other coins that have been added. Once I come to spot, then I'll be able to come here to add those coins. There will be an indication of add button there. At the moment, it's like removing. It means coins that are already reflecting on the home page. You want to remove them from home page so that they go to the optional. You will click here. Like the first coin that you see here, that 1,000 sats, it means or 1 inch or AV. If you want them to not reflect on your home page when you check how performance have been, when you click on the change button on the home page to see pairs that have done the most or those that have fallen and all those kind of stuff. So you will then not be seeing them there. That is if you will select them and remove them. It's not that you are removing them from the app. They'll still remain within the app, but they will be under optional. They will not be on your spot. For instance, you can see we also have futures here for people who are passionate about that. So now I want to select spot so that it appears in orange or yellow there, so that when it appears there, and then I can click at the bottom. Now, every time when this button, today I'm here and I didn't actually go to the news. I didn't read the news to check exactly what has been happening with the announcements, for instance. So what I did was just to simply come here and then select spot and then select all there. This is information or indication that new pairs have been added to the Binance Exchange. So I want those pairs to be added so that when I check how coins performed today on the home page, I'm able to also get information of today's or newly added coins on royalty, for instance, on the Binance side. So sometimes when I have time, I'll go to all of the exchanges, be adding to spot, for instance. So when you have time, you can also do that by simply going through the relevant exchange and adding them. You can see here, add is activated. That is to show you that those coins are there. If I'm to scroll downwards here, I'm going to find coins that are selected, and then just like this one, you see, AEVO. You see, either it's just been added. It means once I select it like that, I'm going to see it on the home page, which is something that is important so that you have a full view. I'm trying to check if there be another coin, for instance. But so far, I've seen only that one. So let me not go down because these coins are too many for the sake of time. So I will just simply click on add, and then it's been added. So now I can go back to, with the return button, I can go back to home page, and then so I'm able to check. So I know that no coin actually is excluded. So also, you can also come here. If you come here, and then you click on the burger menu button here, you will be able to see new announcements or notifications. Can you see here? It's been stated there that new spot trading pairs, we see 6 to 5. So it means if I click that, then I'll get that full message. They normally provide in a tabulated form so that you see. Can you see now? This information was received yesterday. And yesterday, actually, business partners, I did not have time to check this. Now you can see this information that yesterday new spot trading pairs were added, and I also see 6 to 5 there. So if I need more information here, I can just click. This is under the latest announcements. You can see new listings. You can come here, removals. These are categorized announcements, which is something very good. So now when I click here, now it opens just to show me the information that they're talking about. You see, I was reluctant to scroll further. Little did I know that there was no coin that I was going to find under Binance, because only one coin was added on Binance, which is the one that we saw together. And below there, there's nothing. There's nothing. So, which means then if I go to HTX, I'm going to have more coins added there. So you can see what is happening there, business partner. So it's always important to see to it that you add this. I was in a meeting with a business partner in Canada not long ago. I was in Canada, and then I was taking them through this. I asked them if they've added new coins, and they didn't, because I didn't see these coins. And it means also they didn't know that a new notification was released yesterday. So it is what it is. People are busy. Actually, I was having this meeting with them during their lunchtime, so you can just imagine. So yeah, that's it. So under Binance, only one coin, so happiness. So yeah, that's it. And that's information, and everything you need to know, honestly, it's listed here, information. And also here you can see, business partners, they also show you how to go about, you see, step-by-step guide. This is what I love a lot about Royal Q. You will never be stranded. All the information you need to know about any tasks, a task that you want to carry out, for instance, Royal Q has step-by-step guide where you'll receive an assistant. If you need to watch a video, videos are provided for certain tasks and so forth. So this is something very good. So please let it be also part of your practice to continuously be checking if there be new coins or not. And if you don't have time to go and read notifications, just click on the plus sign on the home page and then quickly go to spot and then check select all at the bottom. All right, and then you will see, just like we've done on the video. So for those just joining us, we were talking about updating our homepage so that we have a complete view of how markets are moving. So now look at high, it's right on top there. And according to me, I don't think it was there, because what coin did I see during the day? Yes, but now I'm happy to say that, okay, there's a coin that has just, it has overtaken, it overtook all these other coins that were on top there. Now it's just right there. So now what we're going to do, the concept of trading coins that are having that bullish momentum, you can call them top gainers, for instance. It's also good. It's good, but also you need to be mindful of the fact that there can be a drop. If you want to scalp, just the one on top, look at it. You can see on the daily chart where the coin is, and in terms of the candlesticks, for instance, I'm just looking at the current candlestick where it is. You can say where it is at the moment, this green one, for instance. And so with this, it has done well today. Why am I saying this? Because in comparison to other pairs that we have inside the Royal Q, this is the one that has gained the most. Nothing so far that is above its own performance. And then now let's quickly check here under 15 minutes chart. And then we just want to check what's happening here under 15 minutes chart. And you want to scalp. Look at how high this thing has been going. So now if you are to do top gainers, you may at times not have, when the momentum is so much, you may not have an opportunity to see the price. Maybe in the next coming 2 to 3 hours, or even 4 to 5, you may not even see the price coming back to this middle line, for instance. That may not happen. It's possible that this can continue to pump. You've seen it was around 17. It can go to 20, 25, even 30. So if you intend to scalp top gainers, don't be waiting for a normal reversal, for instance, for the price to come here, or maybe to come to the lower band, for instance. So you just have to actually trade with caution, and then you will be wanting to scalp, for instance. I'm showing you now at the moment what is happening with the current candlestick, or the current 15 minutes chart. And let's check under, although it's not that important, but let's check under 1 hour, so that you will see obviously green candlesticks under 1 hour there. And this is what we are seeing at the moment. For the past 1, 2, 3, 4, momentum was so much. Counting actually, or let me say for the past 3 hours, 1, 2, 3, you can see the market has really been pumping. When you look at these candlesticks here, it has really been performing very well. Now the question is, will this also happen with the 4th hour, which is the current one, to the 5th hour, and so forth? Yes, it is possible. But when you want to trade this, trade with caution, and also based on what you see from other markets. For instance, at the moment you can see it's showing us 17.9, 16, 17 there. But now if you are to check the one below, let's look at it, because what we want to do, we want to go into a coin here and scalp it. But look at this look at this particular coin. When I look at the second one, it shows me that there's been some reversal, and I prefer actually going into a coin of this nature. But it doesn't mean that the first one you should neglect. No, because it can continue to pump. So, but also you have a general sentiment of how the crypto markets have been performing today. So that also will contribute towards your edge over the decisions that you want to make, for instance. So I prefer this one, for instance, just by looking, because it has issued some red candlestick. It means some people are trapped actually in this particular market. You can see also 15 minutes time frame. Look at how nice it is. It has broken below the moving average line. You see how nice this is? It has broken below this line here. So if it is broken below, it's not always the case that it will reach the bottom one, you see? But when you are intending to scalp, like what I'm going to be doing with you now, I will enter this market and let's see how it performs. And then, and there's still more money to trade it. And then I will start with $200, for instance. Yes, sir. $200. Let's go in and see what happens. According to this particular account, let's go in and then let's see how actually the situation is going to be. And then daily time interval also shows us there's been a lot of pumping today. This market has really been doing well. And okay, so this is yeah. Imagine 2 days ago, look at where the price was, below $14. Look here. If you're to check here, it's around $13 or so. And then if you want to know, business partners, the body of this candlestick, if you want to know the opening price, which is here, and the lower it has reached, the low it has reached, and so forth, you can just click on the candlestick. There's going to be a cross pointer that will appear, and then we're going to see something here. So we're going to see something here, and then we will get the information. of what price this was. But now just think, around $13 to $19. Think about that. This is massive. This is massive, you know. So let's come out. And then it's continuing to go down. But let's check the third one. Let's check the third one and let's see. We check on the 15 minutes. Now look at this one. So you can see now it's better for us to go to where we were at, which is this one, the second one. You know. So now we're going to trade it. I simply go down to create. Remember, the concept here is to trade it with $200, and then we want to scalp it. $200, and there are other positions that are running, and then I click on create there, and then it takes us to the transaction page. Then I will click at the bottom left where there's trade setting. I click there, and then check on the top right corner, there's manually create, and maybe this is recorded, so you'll be able to see this. And then I click on manually create there. And once I'm on manually create, on the trade setting page, what I will do is I'll give the robot some instructions. You see, this is manually create. Smart create is when you have at least $3,060. You can trade one coin hands-free, for instance. You see, the settings are by default set by Royal Q, for instance, and you trade with peace of mind. You will not need to do what I'm doing. However, when you go manual, it means you have set parameters for yourself, and then you'll see to it that they are covered actually in your trade. So there's room for everybody, you know. So affordability, literally, it's not an issue in Royal Q. You know, even people who don't have that 3,060, they're still able to trade with as little as $12, for instance. You can even trade with $12 only. But now when you trade with $12, you'll have to look at entry levels, for instance. Like this current market or coin, you can enter, scalp, and come out. Don't hold on to that coin forever. Take profit, come out through one shot. So we're going to put $200 here. And then one margin call, because it's a must that a margin call number must be there. Margin call limit, we'll put 1, and then we're going to have a bigger percentage, like 90, because our aim is not to trade again, it's not to buy with more, but to manage this trade according to what we see as it happens. So I put $200 there, and then I will just stop margin call. AI margin call. And so what will happen now is, even if, say, for instance, in this case, you don't stop AI margin call, let's watch what happens. And then I put 1 here, because we're just going in with $200, and there will be not much to do thereafter. Now 5%, and then everything. Okay, because of I want to collect profits faster, let me put 0.01 here, and then even here on buy-in callback 0.01, which is the minimum I think you can have there for those parameters. And whole position take profit callback, it's just about negative. If you have made a certain amount of dollars and the market goes down by this particular percentage, you want to collect profit. That's just purely what is happening there. So that is take profit callback. Callback is a negative direction, for instance. If the market was going up, you are in profit, and it drops a bit, that is a callback. So by what percentage do you want the market to dip so that profits can be collected for you? And yeah, it's just as simple as that. So now we go to buy-in callback. It means if you're on cycle, you want to come back into the market after what percentage rise, for instance. That's what it means. You want to go back immediately. In this case, 0.01 is negligibly small, honestly. And the bot, because it's of artificial intelligence, it's able to execute that for you, business partners. So now let's come to the margin configuration. It simply means arrangement. In South Africa, our government is busy with the configuration of government, who will be the president and so forth. We are busy with margin configuration, and this we can handle. So we don't need meetings as such. But although we are having meetings also. Now look at that, 90%. And then I will just put a smallest percentage here, 0. Okay, let me say 0.01. And then this is according to the first buy-in amount. This is according to the first buy-in amount, this one. It's multiple buy-in ratio. It means that first buy-in amount of 200 US dollars multiplied by 0.01 times. And this will happen after the market has fallen by 90%. After the market has fallen by 90%, will the board then be in a position to place this? But anyway, I will just stop margin calls. So this will not be taken. So if we go to our calculator, on the phone, look at this. I take $200 multiplied by 0.01. Can you say it's only $2? And the board is able to place that. Can you believe it? You know, so it means now I'm not going to find myself placing $200 again had I put one there. You know, so I put the smallest multiple buy-in ratio to be on the safe side, just in case anything happens, if there's a serious actually dumping of the coin, because anything can happen, this is crypto. So yeah, whole position take profit ratio is 5% there. And then this is going to be, at the moment, let's go with it according to one shot, because the coin is already on top. So I just clicked on the strategy period at the bottom there to go for one shot. It means collect profit and never to return into the market. Then I save. After saving, we are here. And then always, please, it's good to do what? Come to the bottom here and check this. Check your strategy detail here. This is just a summary of the parameters that you have actually input, so that you are safe. You know, you didn't put 2,000 there, for instance, or maybe 20 instead of 200. I'm giving an example, for instance, you see? Or the previous figure that was here was never edited, for instance, you see? So it's always good before you start that you make sure that everything is fine. You see, at the moment, I just left AI margin call because it won't affect my settings. I don't have more. I don't have actually more of this, of margin call limits. It's only one, and that will occur after a drop of 90%. So I'm at peace with this. Remember, trading, it's all about buying low, selling high to make money. You know, it's up and down movements. Although we have sideways movements where market is just static and actually the price is not really rising or falling, but it is bound to either pump or dump. You see, no matter how long the consolidation can take. So now we are going into the market. We might have taken longer, but I'm at peace with what we see. So now that I've gone into this, you can see already it's even in the green. Let's quickly go and look at how actually the fall has been. Can you see how nice this is? Me talking has actually contributed positively, because as we were busy talking, remember we are on the 15 minutes chart, and then already since our time of the meeting, you can see on the top there we have 2035. It means at 2030 a new candlestick was actually triggered or issued by the market. So this is beautiful. You can see now at the moment it's issuing some green candlestick. It broke below the moving average or the middle band there, so which is beautiful. And then it can continue to go to the lower band. And then if it goes to the lower band, I'll just hold on and check. Should it break below it, I can put another amount of money into this, because my aim is to scalp. It's just as simple as that. Let's quickly come out and check. So now let's go and check our coin. I'm currently on the home page at the bottom left there. Next to the home, moving to the right, is strategy. When I go there, we're expecting to see something green. And there we are. You can see there is green business partners. So we're not going to waste time. When you see this being on 0.3, depending on volatility, if you see it's 3, but it's steadily pumping, you can simply collect that money. You can collect that money and then go back again into the market. I will go back because I'm happy with the candlesticks. So here we go. And then I will click on sell and then 100%. And then sure, let's not waste time. And then there we are. Profit has been collected. And then let's create again. It shows you activate. And then we are going in back into the market. We just scalped. We just scalped there. And then we are in, and it's also showing you some green. It means now there is some recovery of the fall that we have been seeing there. And you'll be ready to collect profits as it happens. So let's check on the home page how much we've made. And this will be counted for the 7th as per the Singapore time. In Singapore, when it is 16 hours in South Africa, in Singapore, it is midnight. So when it is 18 hours, I beg your pardon, when it is 18 hours, meaning 6 p.m., that is 18 hours. So in Singapore, it is actually midnight. So let's check on the home. We check on revenue, and then you can see that the profit that we made here, it's about 18 rands, simply by scalping, so to speak, simply by scalping. So now imagine for people who really have time to look at these patterns from the 15 minutes time interval. Imagine individuals that have time to simply download these profits using their smartphone. Incredible things will happen just like that. You can grow your account to any margins you want. Let's go to strategy. And then here we are. So that's why now we preferred MOVR to the one that was on top because of the candlesticks. The candlesticks are the one that gave us guidelines as to how to go about it. Because you want to, it's actually, when the coin has done so much, it has actually caught the attention of so many people. And they are all looking at entry and exit price levels, you see? So you also be amongst those people who want to enter at most suitable price levels, like maybe the lower band or the bottom line there, around there, or from the moving average, the middle one, and so forth. That is on the Bollinger Bands indicator there, BOLL on Royal Q. So now we are here. We'll be looking at high. It's still on top, and then it's on top, but you can see this thing is not really pushing up. You see, it's not really pushing up. It might be that those who want to enter here with serious money are waiting for it to dip a bit. You see, so because it's just as simple as that. Because when you check here, who want to buy low, high? Nobody wants to buy high. It means psychologically speaking, by you just looking at this, you just feel like this is too high. I would rather wait for it to come down, maybe. I would rather wait for it to come down and enter. And when you have money, be patient. Be patient, and it's just as simple as that. But if you are on social media, you know the momentum that has been pumped by the influencers and the community behind the coin. Perhaps you can go in with understanding that it's still going to push up and all those kind of stuff. So quickly, let's go. We are scalping. That's what we are doing. We are scalping. So quickly, and remember, we have 5% there. Other coins are just static. Like look at BTC. BTC is trading, but it's really the way it is there. Here's another coin. Let's check this Dodo, how it's been. So it shows that it might have been in profit. 0.222. I'm looking at the price here. I'm looking at the price here. The highest it went 0.229. So if it went that high, let's check if this is above the average price or not. We're going to check from the trade settings. Okay. Let's click and check from the sub positions. Yes, this one, this position number 5, I'm under sub bin, was actually in profit, but not that much, because 0.222 is negligibly small. 229, you see, there was 2.9 here. So where there's 1 there was 2, and then where there's 3.9, that is the highest the price reached. So it went up, but not really going into profit. So there's no way then this could have been brought out in profit. So yeah, that's it. So as a result, we just have to be patient with that. When you have business partners a position that has, say for instance, minus 2.39%, minus 5, and so forth, literally speaking, we just need to exercise patience, because in crypto, volatility, it's real, it's massive, you know. So if you see a position holding on reasonably a small negative percentage according to your return rate there, you know, it shows you that the price could be consolidating, or the price could be building a very strong support base. So just be patient with it, and then knowing that the robot is going to collect your profit. So I'm going to strategy information. When I go at the bottom there, you can see take profit ratio is 5%. So when that time is reached, the bot is going to collect that profit. So it's just as simple as that. You don't make money because you are agitated or you are excited. No, no. You make money because market is responding in your favor, and the bot actually has your back. It's going to collect when it's time to collect, or more margins are going to be triggered or bought for you when the market falls according to the set percentages. Remember, the settings we are sharing here are manually done, meaning that certain things you intentionally want to place them the way you do, because you don't want to place so much money or expose so much money to the markets way before um, uh, too early or too soon, so to speak, because between now and later, you will know whether market pumped or dumped. So what happens if the market does not pump? If it pumps, profit will be collected on the positions you have. If it dumps, then you should have enough bullets to respond to this war, because you'll see there's so much blood in the market, and then it means too much spoil is there, because a lot of people are actually trapped. So you should be able to come and collect more because you have money, you know. At the lower lows there, you are able to simply just buying and buying and buying, and you're enjoying your trading. So yeah, that's what is happening there. Look at OSMO. Let's go there and check. I didn't entertain this one because of I looked at the candlesticks, and then I felt like, no, they were not giving me a good market formation. So as a result, I didn't go into it. Let's go and check from daily. Yeah, look at what is happening on a daily time frame there. This has fallen so much. So when it must actually look on the weekly time frame, how this coin has been, you know, this is the weekly time frame. It just gives you a picture of so many weeks where not much was happening, really. If you have to check here, this kind of consolidation here, look at these weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, for 7 weeks, the current week is week number 8. That is just started. So for 7 weeks, actually, the market hasn't been really pumping or dumping. Not much actually happened. There's always been pushbacks. You can check here, this shadow, and even here. Those moments of rising were there. So now what you have to do, if you have to go into this, go in with nicer amount of money and then collect maybe 5%, or even if you say 15%, with hopes that if it pumps, then you collect, for instance. So you can do that. And yeah, like the current week is showing some bullish. It means that the current price for this week is moving above the price at which the market opened for this week. So now there is a bullish momentum, as you can see there. And what is it that stops this market from pumping anyway? Because it's been falling. And then how do you know that? By the return rate. The return rate shows you that a lot of money actually it's trapped in this particular market. Now look at this. But I'm going to, tomorrow is Friday, I'm going to go into this market with you now. Let's check. We're going to put let's say, because of, you can see this minus 48 is huge, and looking at the consolidation period is huge also. So we can put, say for instance, about 400 into this, and let's see how the market is going to perform. So it's money that I'm okay with to just leave it there according to the portfolio of this particular account. So we're going to place $400 into this market by opening call number 7, because you can see currently numbers of call margin are 6. So we're going to go again, which is going to make a huge difference on our return rate, because we are bringing even more than what is already there, which is $156. So you say it's good always to look at the rapid fall of a price. If there's this massive uncontrollable dump, just allow that to happen. Don't try and block it. Don't trade against the market. Don't do that. You know, move with a trend, for instance, you see? And then, yeah, that's it. Now, it feels as though the bears actually are becoming weaker and weaker. But now, let's go and support the bulls by simply opening call number 7 and pushing $400 in there. So let's quickly calculate how this is going to be from our calculator here. We have 400, and we're breaking it down by what? By $12. So how many times does $12 go into 400? Is 33.3. So we're going to make it 33.4, for instance. Let me show you. If we take 33.3 multiply by 20.33 multiplied by 12, look, it's 399. So there's some slippage at times. So maybe if I go with the 3.4, it's much better. The 3.4 multiplied by 12, and then I know that around 400 will be there. It might be 480 cents, 470 or so, as it happens, because the counter on the exchange side is the one that will get the final outcome of the position amount. So now let's go. We've seen the multiple buy-in ratio for that. So we go straight to trade settings. And then where do you see trade settings on this transaction page? The page we're currently at now is a transaction page. You can see here we have trade setting. So we're going to set up the trade. So we go there. And what are we going to do there? We already know. Don't take a journey until you know your destination. You know. So what is happening now is trade setting, and you can see the 7. 6 is there. Therefore, we're going to concentrate on the next coming call, which is call number 7. So we're going to work on the 7th. The 7th call, we're going to place that 33.4 that we have calculated ourselves. Remember, this is manually create. So we are creating manually so that we can get the harvest that we are anticipating. So now I click on trade setting, and then I go to margin call limit. I'm happy with it. I don't need to change anything. First buying amount also, it's where I want it to be. That is $12. So I'm happy with that. And then margin call limit, 7, it's there. So which means now I don't need to add anything. I just need to go here on this to do what? To edit arrangement of this margin. And then we're just going to focus on call number 7. And then even margin call drop, we're going to put the smallest percentage possible, which is 0.1% on the margin call drops. That's what we're going to do. And it means after this drop, the robot is going to place 400 into this. And let's go together. And then we can also look into the which is very important also, the percentage for call number 7, which is going to be under distributed and take profit allocation. It's just somewhere below here. We're going to look at it together after this screenshot. Let's go to first. We can even start on distributed and take profit allocation. It means call number 5, 6, 7 are going to take profits individually, and I'm okay with 30%. And 30% does not necessarily mean that is what I'm expecting for sure. If this will be floating with 5%, 6%, even 10, I will just come and change the percentage here, business partners. I'll simply come, let's say by tomorrow, we'll check this together. If this is in profit, meaning that the market will be trading above the average price for call number 7. And I say that there's some, let's say maybe 5% profit, according to what we're going to be doing. I will just come here and change this 30 for 1. It means now the robot will collect profit for position 7 individually because it will be floating in profit. Royal Q will never collect profit less than 1%, both on the sub-bin positions and also on the whole warehouse, meaning for the whole position. That's the reason why we say on the spot market, Royal Q will never close your trades in the negative or in a loss. So you don't incur some losses here, which is something very good. So you trade with peace of mind until the asset has actually accrued in value or has appreciated, so to speak. Profits, like has accumulated more profits. What will happen is that the robot will be in a position to collect. And because of this is 30%, if this is 25% in profit, the robot will still hold on. So it's possible that that 25% can actually be reduced to 20%, to 15%. It can even go into the negative. So that's why I say, as a trader, please don't shy away from taking profit. You see profit, collect it. So let's go and get these things done. I'm happy with these settings. They are okay. They're just creating room for more, just in case this particular asset pumps. So now let's quickly go to margin configuration. We go straight to call number 7. We change that 6. We're going to change it to 0.1 because we want it to come into the market now. And we change the 7.9, which was previously utilized. Now we're going to use 33.4 because we want around 480 cents or so to go into this market for a better profit. So we're going to view this together tomorrow. We will review what we are doing. And then, so here we go. Business partners, call number 7 will not come in until margin call has been switched on. At the moment, it's off. You see the button appears in gray. So therefore, the settings are the way we desire. We'll just quickly check at the bottom here, the summary, so that we check the strategy detail to see if everything is according to the way we just did now. Your first buying amount must be $12, and then also margin call drop, we're expecting to see 0.1 there. That will indicate that we have actually, because previously we had 6, it will indicate that the system has updated. And you can go happiness. You can see the margin call drop is 0.1%. And then please note that this particular take profit It's not for call number 7. This take profit ratio is for the whole position. It's the one that will be according to the return rate on top that I will show you. When the return rate reaches plus 30%, the robot will close the whole position. So for the distributed and take profit allocation is the one that you saw on trade settings. You'll have to go down here to work out the individual trade profit for the sub-bin calls. That is 5, 6 upward. But this one is for call number 4, 3, 2, 1 plus the first buying amount. The first buying amount is a $12 that the market went in first with and waited for first call drop to happen, and then second call and so forth. So now call number 4, 3, 2, 1 plus first buying amount, their take profit percentage is this one that you see here. That is for the whole position. But from call number 5, 6 and 7, those are the sub positions which are able to go in and out individually without affecting the quantity of the whole, for instance. So that's very important for you to note. So now we're going to open margin calls because we are ready to go in. Let's go. We switch on. There we go. So we're expecting this market to go check minus 48.36. What will happen to it when call number 7 kicks in? The percentages must move, the number must move for the action to be taken. At the moment, the market is static. Nothing is happening. You can see current price is still 0.8411. And then also nothing happens to return rate. And that's the reason why the robot is not placing call number 7 yet. So robot does not use emotions. There was a dip, and now the robot has placed the call. Something happened, and the robot placed the call. The robot placed the call. Can you see what transpired now with the return rate? Now, minus 48 has now been reduced to minus 13.57%. That's the return rate. So now just imagine so much a reduction. So if this market goes up by 15%, it means this particular position, it's going to be in profit as a whole. It's going to be in profit as a whole, because if it goes up by 15%, it means you have from 13 two more percentages, in profit, so to speak. It will be floating with around 2 point something percent in profit, if the market is to pump by 15%. But had we not open extra margin calls, this is dollar cost averaging, we were going to still have to first wait for the market to pump by 48% before the quantity can actually be in a floating profit. So now you can see, imagine if we placed 1,000 into this was also going to be very, very small. And that is why we say money goes to where there's more money. It takes money to make money. So it's just as simple as that. So now that you have seen this happiness, and then we're going to review this position of Osmo together. Tomorrow it's Friday. We will do that together. And then, yeah, that's beautiful. You can see now, when I click on sub-bin, you are able to see that position number 7 has its own average price. Has its own average price. And then remember here, we previously, when we're doing calculations, the 3.4 multiplied by 12 gave us 480 cents. But look what transpired here. Because of what Binance was able to take, slippage is there. Look at what the slippage did. The slippage even went into more than 400. You see, so 410 cents is what actually the final deal was actually triggered. So this is what is happening. So yeah, that's it. Sometimes a little bit more, a little bit less, but it will not be so huge. The difference will be not much in essence. So yeah, that's it, business partners. We have our position there, and then The average price is what will determine whether we are in a floating profit or we are in a floating loss tomorrow. So we will see if this market will break below the consolidation that we have seen in terms of wicks. If the current candlestick, a weekly candlestick, if it changes to red, then we know that this position will be in a floating loss. But if that weekly candlestick, the current candlestick that we've seen, that has been issued as a green one, if the body increases into more green, then we know. If the body increases, it means if we get a bigger body of that candlestick in the green color, certainly this position individually is going to be in profit, and we can collect its profit and come out, or you can go back. You are the one to determine that. So it means if there's a reduction in this minus 13.61, you know that your position is in profit. When there's a reduction in this, when minus 13 becomes maybe minus 12, minus 11, then you know that our position number 7 is floating in profit. You know, if tomorrow you come here and then you see minus 10%, you know that you have 3.61% in profit. You know, that's what is happening. You know, if this market pumps by if it pumps by plus 13.61%, for instance, if this market goes up by this percentage, it means the negatives will cancel out the positives, you know. So we're going to have zero return rate here, 0% return rate. Therefore, the whole position will be worth 557, you know, 557. These are mathematical algorithms. Everything balances out as per the formulas. So we don't just use emotions. Everything is been calculated for, and as a result, you remain profitable in your trading. So you're not just moving without direction. No, you pay attention to numbers, and you always come out in profits. You know, rather lose time than losing asset, because asset do accrue in value over time. So yeah, that's it, business partners. You have a question? Let's quickly check. Yes, you have a question, and let's check. We have profit here, $1 something. Let's close and let's collect it. I don't know if I will go back into this market. We've collected the profit. Before we go back, let's determine how the percentage have been. We have collected the profit here. Look, it has actually tested the moving average. Look. Oh, no. This is weekly. This can be very deceiving. We want to see what is happening on a smaller time frame. Let's go. Okay, yes, I will still go back into this market. I will still go back into this market because it shows us some upward trajectory. You see, it shows that it's still gonna push up. So I'm okay with that trajectory there. It shows us this can still pump, you know. So I'm okay with it because I'm scalping, and then if it falls to below this, I will still go in again because I can see that this speaks volumes for me. This downward trend, it means a lot of people are trapped here. You know, a lot of people are trapped. Even here, a lot of people are trapped in the moving average, for instance. So this is good. It's a good coin for me to trade. Let's now start the trade. Let's re-enter this market. One step back, and I simply click on activate, and then we're going to collect some more money. And then remember, as when you see pause, it means the trade has been taken. So now it has been taken, and then if you are to check, our take profit percentage is 5%, then I'm okay with that. Let's quickly leave, and let's go to home page. So that's it. On the homepage, 47 rands, which is around $2 or so. Yeah, $2.50 has been actually generated from this. And remember, a lot of positions held here are still going to come out also. So now there we go. Now, when you have time to do this, honestly speaking, business partners, for the time that we've been in the meeting, some money has been collected, and we're not just focusing on trading. We were also taking business partners through what we are doing and explaining and so forth. Now, imagine you're not explaining to anybody. It's just yourself going into your phone, looking at how the candlesticks are, manually positioning yourself, getting your first buying amount right, and then all these other positions that you are holding are still working towards your favor, for your favor, in your direction, so to speak. And then it's good. And then here you are just manually getting in and out, and then enjoying trading just like that, and not being emotionally attached to what is happening. And in a long run, you will see yourself making money as it happens. So business partners, that's it for tonight. And then let's take questions, because we have about 13 minutes. Am I correct? Yes, for Q&A. Thank you.